At one point in your life, you're going to have to jump. You cannot play it safe your whole life. Ships are safe when they're in port, right? But that ain't what ships is built for. You're built to go far away places. If your job is your port, you're not built for that.
Because many people don't go as far as they should go because they have apprehension that they won't reach their goal. They just say, I'm going to stay down here where I'm at and not try because I might lose. I'm not going to own anything because I might lose it. I'm not going to get married because I might get a divorce. I want it, but I don't want all the stuff that comes with it. That's madness, but that's how it is. And when you do that and you reject God's opportunity, you are left with nothing but the hope of magic. It's like believing God that you're going to get pregnant and not gain weight.
Some people never will have much. They're too cautious. I used to say, what if this happens? And on top of that, if this was to happen, look at the fix I'd be in. I better not try. Then I'll tell you what changed my whole life when I finally discovered it's all risky. Getting married is risky. Having children is risky. Going into business is risky. Investing your money is risky. It's all risky. The Englishman says, well, if that's the way it's going to work out, let's give it a go. Right, that's what it's for. Give it a go.
Now here's why you should take the chance. Name me one time God has not pulled you through. And the reason I know I'm telling the truth is because you're sitting in here. Man, you owe yourself something. Go be free. Go see what God got for you. Oh, Steve, that's easy for you to say. You rich. Hell, did you hear me? I lived in a car for 3 years.
Don't ask for security. Ask for adventure. And see, it's not important how long you live. What's important is how you live. A life full of adventure is a life full of many decisions. The ones that turn out to be wrong give you better experience to make better decisions. So don't see how many decisions you can get out of, see how many you can get into. That's where the adventure is.
And if you will allow anyone, any voice on the inside to talk you out of this moment, you will forfeit it and be stuck washing your nets when there's a great drought of fish waiting you if you have the courage to believe.
Doubt's like a plague, and one of the worst is self-doubt. The guy doubts himself. Doubts if it'll last that long for him. Doubts if he can do that well. Doubts if he can accomplish all that. This guy rushes up and he says, I've got 5 good reasons why it won't work. He's so dumb he doesn't know all he needs 1. He's got 5.
This often comes from things that people said to you or about you. They programmed you to see yourself in a limited parameter, and so when you see opportunities beyond how you've been programmed, you reject it because you don't feel like you're deserving of it.
So here's the key. Turn this coin over and become a believer. The understanding of self-worth is the beginning of progress.
I'm a hood dude with no education. The mess when I got to the top of the TV world, and I'm telling you, I was homeless and lived in a car, and I ain't got no education. If you destroy the dream, the Bible says a man without a dream or vision shall perish. It never mentions if you don't have an education.
I've been amazed at the people I have met who were highly educated and failing. So education alone is not the solution. I've worked in penal institutions and seen people who were very gifted and incarcerated. In fact, I've seen people with less talent than you doing more than you. You can either become jealous or bitter, or you can begin to challenge yourself to say, what is wrong with my belief systems that's stopping me from going to the next level in this area?
Quit sitting here in your life posturing like it's okay.
Because it's a shame to live long and have no progress. I want to have progress in every area of my life. I've been washing these toilets for 27 years. At least let me be the manager of the toilet washers. Is there anybody in here that wants to move up? You'd be surprised at the people, because they have a belief system that holds on to being ordinary, they will not take the lead. I do not want to stand apart or be different. I am afraid that I will become a target, and you will. But just because they're shooting at you doesn't mean they shot you. But you have to have courage to do that, and you have to be able to see arrows zinging by you, people hating on you, and you have to say like Job, though he slay me, yet shall I trust him. The maybe they'll like me better syndrome keeps you locked into a system that you can't get out of.
Become involved in life. You can come up with excuses or you can come up with achievements. The choice is in your hands, satisfaction or despair. Want to create a greater sense of fulfillment? Challenge your fears. Decide that you're going to take some chances.
It's not a good life. Safe is not a good life. Before you die, you should take a chance.
To live is to risk dying. To try is to risk failure. But risk must be taken because the greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing. And when you no longer fear dying, what else can life threaten you with?
Some people, for fear of having that pressure on them, forfeit the success and stay down rather than to go forward.
Going through life, playing it safe is like a breathing corpse. You've got to venture into the unknown. You've got to take some chances.
In order to keep growing, you have to keep going. I would like to submit for your consideration that you are not living until you have been living in a scary place.
We grow when we have to stretch, when we're a little bit nervous, unsure of how it's going to work out. You don't like it, but God uses the scary places to move us into our destiny. We weren't made to stay where we are at the same level. We were made to take new ground. You have been armed with strength for every battle. Do it in spite of what thoughts are telling you. You have to stretch and dream a bigger dream. You'll never develop your wings in the nest. Try new things, develop new muscles. In the scary places, you will discover things you never knew you had. It's uncomfortable, but if you'll stay in faith, you're about to discover your wings.